there are people that would rather spend more money on a BMW, Audi, Mercedes, so on and so forth, get less performance, less everything this has. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the all-new Kia Stinger GT2. Before we get into this video though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Center Kia here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Stinger. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Patrick. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 3.3 liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy 17 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 368 horsepower and then 376 pound-feet torque. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. We've got these cool little hood vent accent pieces here in the center, and then you guys can see the new style Kia logo, and man, this color is bright. Love the look of the daytime running lights here, and then look at the grille and the trim there. It looks fantastic. Got the sensor there with the camera in the center as well, and then also look at like the little side piece. And you know, finishing things up, the Kia Stinger is just a really cool looking car. So our tire and wheel setup is 225/40/19 in the front, and then 255/35/19 in the rear. And then you guys can see with the wheel design, you've got like the machine finish on top with the black below that, and then the red Brembo brake caliper, which just looks so cool, especially in contrast to the blue. Got another cool little accent piece here, and notice that the coloration there matches the color on the mirror cap and then also with the window trim as well. And then here's the full side view on the Stinger, and it looks really good. Now here's our key fob for the Stinger. We've got our remote start function with the new style Kia logo. We have our lock function, unlock function, and then the opening here for the hatch, and bada bing, bada boom. And then taking a look at the hatch area, you guys can see storage space back here is really solid. We also have a cargo cover built in from the factory, and I like how we've got this covering right here to kind of make it so if you throw stuff in that's wet and snowy like what we have today, then you're not gonna have a problem. And then when you're all done, just press that and the hatch will lower right back down. Now we've got the new style of taillights here. Notice we got the GT badge and then the Stinger badge here in the center. And then you guys can see the exhaust tips down below. Definitely aggressive looking with that diffuser. And putting it all together, I mean, I think the Stinger still looks really cool to this day as like a big sports sedan. Now taking a look at the door panel here in the rear, yes, we've got this cream color to go with the blue. Really nice padding down below though, by the way. Nice looking window control. You got your heated seat for the back, and then look at the speakers here for the sound system. And then with the seat itself, you guys can see again that cream color, notice perforated all down the center portion. And then legroom here in the back is really solid. You guys can see you've got a storage net right here. We've got some vents in the center, and then we've got some charging port action. And then headroom back here is also fantastic. And of course, we got a cup holder armrest. Now with the front door panel, you guys can see again, look at the stitching here with all of the padding, all of our window controls as well. We've got our mirror adjustments. The mirrors do power fold in. Memory seat functionality on top of that. And then you guys can see blind spot monitoring with the mirror too. And then look at the front seat here. Notice perforated all down the center portion. And then we do have our power adjustments on the side. And then look at the pedals. Those are neat. So we've got our lane departure here with the gas cap release and then the opening for the hatch, and then the steering wheel is power adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel here, you guys can see really nice padding here at the top and at the bottom. Notice we got the GT logo down below. Perforated here on the side of the steering wheel so you can get a slightly better grip, and it just looks cool. Paddle shifters here in the back for the 8-speed automatic. You do have adaptive cruise control as well as steering assist, and then notice we got our volume voice command controls there on the other side. And then we have our turn signal light stock, windshield wiper stock. And then with the rest of the gauge cluster, you guys can see analog gauges on either side. And then we do have this menu here in the center that we can scroll through to see different bits of info on the car. And then we have our drive mode select as well. Notice we got a smart, eco, comfort, and sport. And we actually pop it in sport mode. It actually tightens the bolsters around you, which is pretty interesting. Now in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel and a bird's eye view as well. And with this 360 camera system, I mean, you can see out of every single angle of the car. That is solid. With the rest of the screen, first off, response time with the screen is fantastic. It's pretty easy to use. Obviously, it's not massive like what you see in some other Kias, but I still think it's a good screen. Got some nice stitching and padding here on the dash, and then also down below as well. And then look at like the circular vents here in the center. Pretty cool. We do have analog controls here for like the radio. Really nice fit and finish on the buttons. And then for the climate system down below, dual zone climate, if you're wondering. And then this is like our charging area. So we got a bunch of USB action happening there, and then some wireless phone charging pad action too. And then rolling it back, you can see nice silver trim. Now here's our shifter for the 8-speed automatic transmission. We got some cup holders right next to that, and then we got a drive mode select here with our auto hold, and then stability control, and then you guys can see a little parking brake in front of that. And then I love this for the heated and cooled seats. It's just cool with like how it lights up and everything. I don't know, I like that kind of stuff. Heated steering wheel here, parking sensors. You got that for the camera and the auto stop start. And then here's the center console, which pretty spacious. Nice finish on the lid. Look at this trim that goes across. That's also nice. Anyways, glove box. That's cool. And then up top here, we've got our control for the sunroof. So it does have like a sunroof. It's not a panoramic. It's actually relatively small, but it's fully automated, which is weird. So here's our window sticker for this Stinger GT2. You guys can see that almost everything we went over is standard equipment. Notice 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty, 5-year, 60,000 mile on the basic. There's your base MSRP, and then total MSRP on this $55,405. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood, and hopefully you can now see the heads-up display. Also turn down that so you can hear. And then both of the mirrors have blind spot monitoring. And throw the rear. And let's set off. And today is interesting because it started out as, you know, just a cloudy day, and now it's turning into full-on blizzard. So if I don't leave soon, I'm probably gonna have to deal with some morons on the interstate, which I always have to deal with that every single day, but it'll be especially bad with snow because people like to drive cars with summer tires or bald tires here in Utah when it snows. I don't know why they do that, but that's just the thing. But anyways, Kia Stinger GT2, or just the Kia Stinger in general. It's sad that this car is going away. I understand why it's going away. Also, it's got the turn signal camera. That's cool. So you can turn on the turn signal, it gives you a little camera there in the center. But yeah, I mean, I understand why it's going away, right? Trucks and SUVs, those are the things that sell at this point. People would rather buy a $50,000 SUV rather than a, you know, $50,000, you know, performance sedan like this, for the most part, right? There are some people that still like cars like this, but not enough for companies like Kia to keep this stuff around. But let's talk about some key benefits here with the Stinger. So first off, it's very comfortable. Like, seat comfort's really good. Ride quality is solid as well. Ooh, there is no way we are going there. That train is going to be there for the next 20 years. that's just how it works here. That is just how it works here with these trains. But anyways, yes, it's a really comfortable car. And what I will say is, I don't know what the heck that Chevy's doing. It's also a very, woo, buddy, fast car. Whoa. This thing gets up and moves. This thing freaking hauls, man. It is as quick as can be. It's so fun. Again, 3.3 liter twin turbo V6. It's quite a bit of a rocket ship, that is for sure. Yeah, I like that turn signal camera a lot. She helps out quite a bit with the visibility there on the side. And it's just kind of like a cool little piece of tech to see, I think, as well. Man, this is gonna be like the worst test drive ever. We got lots of traffic going a different way. Ooh, bumpy road though. Suspension handles it well. Yeah, suspension handles it really well, actually. Okay, so continuing along in the Stinger GT2, we're gonna pop it into the sport mode. There we go. So to get nice and aggressive. Bolsters will tighten around me. And we'll get one more acceleration, but I guess to kind of sum things up here with the Stinger, you know, for everything that this is, I think it's such a solid offering. You have a nice interior, nice fit and finish, great performance, it's comfortable, it's a great daily driver. Like, it's a really good car. I think the reason why it's not more popular is because, frankly, it's popular with people that buy it, but like, I'm just saying more popular in terms of selling enough to where Kia would keep it, is because, well, again, sedans aren't selling anymore, it's trucks and SUVs, and it has a Kia badge. Woo! There are people that would rather spend more money on a BMW, Audi, Mercedes, so on and so forth, get less performance, less everything that this has, but just because it has the BMW, Audi, Mercedes styling and badge. And so if you're not a badge snob, this is a really good car. Performance is great, comfort's great, and like it's just a solid car. For the money, it's such a good value. And that's the thing that I'm starting to learn more and more as I do these car reviews, is like, the best cars sometimes, or most of the time rather, are cars from non-luxury automakers where they go all out and build something crazy, because you usually pay significantly less than what you pay from a luxury manufacturer for something similar. And usually because they want to beat the luxury manufacturer, they make a car that frankly is a lot better in a lot of ways. And so it's kind of like you get the best of both. But anyways, that's gonna sum things up here for a video with the Stinger GT2. Let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know if you're sad that Kia is getting rid of this. That's gonna sum things up there, video on this Kia Stinger GT2. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Kia here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Stinger. Check out the intro in the description down below. I'll see ya.